Hi guys, I'm Gabriella and this is 10 tips on how to improve your art. So basically when people start drawing, everyone has the same thing, which is zero art skills. All we know how to really do are just draw icons and like stick figures, and we don't really know how to make things realistic looking. But the way to improve is simply through practice. And a lot of famous artists will say they've been drawing since they could hold a pencil, but drawing progress and improvement doesn't have to take that long. I, for one, didn't start drawing until I was in high school, so I've really focused on trying to find ways that help me improve my drawings faster. So let's get started with the first tip. Take or find photo reference, and when you are referencing these photos, draw volumes, not lines. So here we have a photo of a hand. If we were going to try and draw this hand, don't just go about trying to draw the contour or the outline of the hand. Instead, try to understand the photo that you're drawing. Look for the forms and the volumes. So we see for the palm of this hand, it's basically made up of a like square shape. And for the fingers, we can see that they're basically like cylinders. So if we can remember these shapes and forms, then we can draw the hand from a different angle and remember the proportions better in the future, so that we'll be able to draw hands more realistically from our imagination. The second tip to improve your drawings is to observe lighting, perspective, and other things from real life. So look around you right now and try and find an object in your room and look at where the perspective lines are going. Observe how the lighting is working on different elements. For example, on the metal here, the lighting is looking very reflective versus on the wood, and we see that there's a big shadow here. So this is something that requires little time and zero tools, so you can do this anytime that you have a couple of spare minutes. The third tip is to draw difficult perspectives and new things. If we never leave our comfort zone, it'll be hard to improve. So we just drew a hand from sort of a simple angle, but now let's try if we were to draw the hand from a different angle. With foreshortening here, we notice that we can still find those same volumes. There's this whole square shape for the palm again, and the cylinders for the fingers. The next tip is to implement things that you admire about others' drawings. So kind of study other people's works and try and figure out which features you want to incorporate into your own. So when I was making this turn sheet or model sheet, I referenced how other people made theirs in order to make mine better. The fifth tip is to do studies and follow tutorials. So don't just read tutorials and read books. Actually follow through and make your own drawings and observations and try and practice what you've learned. Know when to favor speed and when to favor quality. So this tip is about, like, if you're doing gesture drawings or if you're learning something brand new that you've never drawn before, then it's okay to go fast and sketchy. But if you're drawing, say, a background, then make sure that you have the perspective correct before you move on and work on the details. The seventh tip is to draw daily to form a habit, to keep up your skills, and to fail faster. So you don't even necessarily have to draw daily. As long as you're doing something related to drawing each day, then this will help you improve your skills a lot faster. The eighth tip I have for you is to identify specific goals. So look at a piece of your art and pick 1, 2, or 3 things that you want to work on improving. Don't just say, oh, this is horrible. Try and find specific things that you want to change, and then research those things and figure out how to draw them better. The ninth tip is to track your progress. So do a redraw or look at old drawings and compare them to your new drawings in order to see what improvements you've made and what things still need improving. Alright, the 10th tip is to ask for critique. So this can be done by asking people in real life. This can be done by asking artists or non-artists. It can even be done by posting your art online and asking people on the internet to critique your artwork. It can be helpful to ask for a specific tip. Maybe you want to know how to improve your gesture or your facial expression. So if you give something specific for people to critique on, then that might help them give you better feedback. Okay, and now I have a bonus tip. And that's to pick one tip from this list and to do it right now. So drawing improvement doesn't require motivation to get better. It only requires discipline. So even if you just spend the next 5 or 10 minutes, try and pick something from this list and do it right now, and then you'll be on your way to drawing success. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and be sure to comment on some other tips you have for improving your drawings. If you'd like to see more of my art, you can follow me on Instagram. My username is Gabriella Bologna. Thanks!